And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Sandy. Howdy. Remember that show? What was it? Hee-haw?
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw. Hey, Margie.
Hee-haw.
Hello, Margie. Hello. Turtle. There's Susan. Hi. Totally love it. Yes. Welcome, Susan. Welcome. Margie won't be at retreat, and I have a grocery lady bringing groceries soon, but I'll be here as long as I can. Well, we know you won't be at retreat physically, but we still want you here. So, if you can stay or come back, that's awesome. Grocery soup. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Sylvia's here. Jello, happy to be here. I am happy you're here too. We're going live almost every day this week, Sylvia, just for you, so that you can have that 5 minutes of sanity every day. Sylvia's got a very, very busy and stressful week, and we want to give her a little bit of sanity throughout it. So that's awesome. Let's see who else is here. We already said hello to Susan. Dirtly love it. There's Jen. Hi, Jen. Yep. Glutton for punishment. Yeah, I know. And let's see, Jen, you're on East Coast time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was up at 3:30 and on my computer, and Jen was up probably about the same time, so that's 5:30. So, Vintage Valley Journals. Guess who that is? She changed her name. Anybody know?
No.
I love the name, by the way.
Vintage Valley.
Tell us.
Anybody know? Anybody in chat know? Besides Sandy?
No. Is it
Mary?
Yep, Mary Giuliano. I love the name Mary. See, if I make them think about it for a minute, now they'll never forget your name.
Yeah, I will.
It's awesome. No, you won't. Love the name.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yes, it was Mary. It is Mary. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Lake is here. Hello. Penny might stay in chat. That's awesome. We'd love to say hello to Penny too. We should bring her in so we could see her face. We got to meet Penny. We got to meet Margie's friend Penny that does so much to help her out.
Oh, yeah.
And we appreciate her much. And
Penny's in chat. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's what I was thinking.
I'm sorry, other Penny.
Senior Penny.
I was like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Other Penny. Margie's good friend Penny helps her out a lot with different things. And we got to meet her, and she's amazing. So if she could stay in chat, that would be awesome. Let's see. Oh, Diane is here. Hello. Oh, faces instead of hands. That's novel. I'll give you some jazz hands. Faces, because we're talking tonight, and I want you to see the beautiful faces of these happy paper ladies that went to retreat and hear a little bit about their thoughts and their experience and the fun. Not everybody could be here tonight. Carrie will still probably join us. There's several others that weren't able to be here, and we miss them terribly. Bye, Felicia. But let's go ahead and take that one off. You've met Dawn Marie up there, and you've met Candy. Candy needs to replace her front-facing camera. That's why you don't see her face. It's not that she didn't want to show you her beautiful haircut again, because it really is a good haircut.
It's really cute. And
I like it. It is very cute, isn't it? Yeah, super cute. And y'all know Glennis, and you might have seen Penny on a retreat live, but this is Penny, and she was at retreat as well. Let's see, my personality plus Candy. What did Jen say? Do we get ready for face crafting? Yeah.
That might be fun.
Yeah. All kinds of ideas just went through my mind, Jen. Face crafting. Yeah, that's awesome. We do like to try different things, and we're willing to try almost anything once. So if anybody is here that wasn't here last night, we have not yet seen who opened their happy paper box and got the Vintage Emporium journal card book that has the sticker on it right here. See, mine does not. but one of the books in one of the boxes had a sticker on it right there. And I have no idea who it went to. I have no idea. That's why you gave me your cancer.
You got it, Margie. You got it.
I'm not going to let her off that easy, Margie. She's going to have to get another one.
No, I have to get another one. Maybe we just haven't bought it yet.
Yeah. Yes, somebody's journal card book has a sticker on the front of it. If that's you, take a picture of it, post it in Happy Paper People Facebook group, and say, I got it. Because I have a prize envelope ready to, it's one of those padded envelopes ready to send out to you. And I'm thinking that if somebody didn't watch the live because they already got their box and maybe they didn't want to see the live or maybe they couldn't make it, then they probably don't even know, because it's a sticker that they probably think I put that sticker on everybody's. Because it's a sticker that could be on everybody's. It would make sense, but not if you know somebody else with the box and you want to message them and say, "Hey, did you get a sticker on your paper pack?" And I'm not gonna.
Can I take last month's sticker and put it on mine?
Tell me what it looks like. I'll find that sticker.
Yeah, you think you know what the sticker looks like, huh?
I said, if you tell me what it looks like, I'll find one.
Blue. The sticker was not on the box last month.
Oh.
So it is not the Happy Paper book. Or they stumbled by your live accidental universe design. That's right. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you, Nancy Johnston from Michigan. Oh, maybe this isn't the same Nancy Johnston that I knew in crafting a long time ago. Nancy, is this your first time? Or a spool? I put something weird in them, like a plastic spoon. Or and they would think I was eating lunch while packing boxes. Drop it in there and they'd go, ew! Now a spool, that's a cute idea.
Could always add a doggy treat to mine.
Well, Margie got her cat treat. She had a cat in her box.
Right.
That's true. That's true. But we had the opportunity to stuff the cat in the box at her house. So when she opened it, she got the cat in the box instead of the Jack in the box. So
Says that Nancy tends to watch the sales.
Oh, sweet. So you're the same Nancy that I've known, right? I think you're I don't remember you being from Michigan, but I don't know that I even knew her. Well, of course, if I looked at addresses. So it's the same Nancy that we know. Okay. Well, Nancy, I'm glad you're here for the live, and I'm glad you're here to hear about retreat. Retreat. There's no retreat in that retreat. There's no sleep in that retreat. Yes, there is. We all got some sleep. Maybe not enough, but so let me give you first the details. Stalker, probably. That's okay. We don't mind crafty stalkers. We really don't. So here's the details for fall retreat. And this will be in writing. Registration is opening up as soon as we finish this video. There will be a post in the Facebook group, and it will be pinned to the top. So it'll be in featured. So even as we add other videos up there to featured, if you click on featured at the top of the page, it will bring up anything that admin has saved as featured, and this will stay there until retreat time. So watch the recorded portion of the live this afternoon, and I couldn't stop laughing at the cat in the box. Oh, yeah, Margie is kind of like that. She just makes you laugh nonstop. She's pretty awesome. Yeah, one of these days you'll get to see Margie's face on here. And her cute kitty cat, Cuppy.
And no burning down the hotel either, Margie said.
No burning down the hotel. That's a story for another day. That was an April Fool's joke I played on everybody who was going to the spring retreat, which was held in April. So fall retreat is in September. And it is of course, make me restart my computer and my things didn't open back up. There we go. Okay. Fall retreat is in September of 2023. All Happy Paper people are welcome to apply. There are 15 seats available. It is going to be September 22nd to September 29th. And these details will be in the post that'll be in the group. And also, if you register to go, then we'll be talking about, specifics about flights and driving and different things like that. So, but basically you would arrive on the 21st or the 22nd, because it will start at noon on the 22nd. So you'd have all morning and not miss a single thing, and then depart on the 29th. So we finish the night. It's a Friday to a Friday. We start on Friday at noon, the 22nd, and we will finish Thursday night about 10 o'clock. Thursday night, the 28th. So you get some sleep, and then everybody departs on the 29th. It is in West Jordan, Utah, which is just outside of Salt Lake City, at Hampton Inn and Suites, which is exactly 4.1 miles from the airport, which is pretty awesome. It's a straight shot down a highway, not a freeway, a highway. I think they're slowly converting it to a freeway, but it's still a highway. But 4 miles from the airport, straight down the highway, so it's super easy to get to. People who may be flying in, within an hour or so of each other, or a couple of hours of each other, can connect and take a Lyft or an Uber or something to the hotel together. That's always fun. The cost is $385 for the entire week. Now that includes your own 3x6 or 6x3 crafting table, your own station. That station does include power. I'm going to make sure I don't miss anything. Let me grab my notes on that. There we go. Okay, so everybody will have their own 6x3 crafting station with power. Your registration fee also includes the welcome dinner, which is the first night there. Everybody, unless you've been to retreat before and happen to know somebody else who's coming who's been before, everybody who comes is coming brand new. Most people who come are coming alone, don't know anybody, but we have a process where by the time you even get to retreat, you will know everybody. You will know everybody well. You'll feel like you've known them for years. They'll be your sisters, and you walk in the room, and within 15 seconds, it'll be like you've known each other forever. I promise. Did that system work last time, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Penny and Dawn Marie both came for the very first time.
Yep.
Candy and Glennis had been there before, but didn't know the new people.
No.
And so, yeah. So we set up a private chat only for the people who are coming to retreat, in which we can talk and get to know each other. And I can put things out about retreat, and we can have questions, and we do lives like this where nobody sees. They're just private lives just for those who are going to retreat. And we hang out and get to know each other and have fun. And it's a real blast. So by the time you get there, there are no strangers. Because
I thought it really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah Zario came
Hi,
in.
Sarah. Sarah's in Tampa at her son's.
Ooh,
So I have found that everybody coming to retreat is coming alone. And if you have a friend that you want to connect with, whether they're on the other side of the country or where you are too, that's awesome. Invite them to register and meet there as well. But to this point, really, everybody has come alone, at least their first time. After their first time, then they usually know at least one or two people there. And the biggest hesitation I have found, and we'll probably talk about this a little more later, and I'll ask them to give you some of their thoughts, is a fear. Everybody has a fear of not knowing anybody. If I think about going across country to a place where I kind of talk to everybody online, but I don't really know anybody, it can be a little scary. So there's that fear. And that's the reason we have this process set up with the private chat. So I guarantee you by the time you get there, you will know everybody. You'll know all kinds of stuff about everybody. and you won't have that fear. You won't be alone. And as I said, we'll talk about that a little more. I want to continue with what your registration fee covers. Let's see, your own crafting station with power, the welcome dinner, an awesome swag bag.
Yes.
Did you like the swag bag last time?
Yes.
Oh, that was very awesome.
We got some
There was a
awesome
lot of good
stuff
stuff
from
in it.
some different vendors. Yeah, it had a lot of stuff in it. It had stuff in there that we didn't even get a chance to use because we didn't have time. We didn't have time to do some of the techniques and stuff. So let's see, classes of your choice. What'd she say?
She says you all should be scared. These women are evil.
Yes.
There goes Margie stirring up the laughter already.
Telling our secrets.
Yeah. We're so evil. Yeah, we're so evil. We force you to take paper. We give away paper and we give away old vintage lace and stuff. And you say no. And we say, yes, you have to have it. We're so evil.
We're trying to scare you away because it leaves more stuff for us. We'll split up swag bags and don't get claimed.
There you go.
Oh, we did?
No. I have already received the first gift for the swag bags from one of our favorite vendors, Stamperia, and it is one of their more expensive items. So
Excellent.
I was pretty excited about that. She said, I will include item number, blah, blah, blah. And I said to myself, I have no idea what that item number is. So I'll just wait until it comes and thought maybe it would just be something little because they're shipping from overseas. I ordered directly from them.
Mhm.
And it wasn't. It was one of their more expensive items that most of us kind of hesitate to get because it's expensive. So I was very excited about that.
Now
So
I'll
that's
have to go on and see if I can figure out what it could be.
yeah, I didn't give you the item number, but you
Yeah.
can
No,
Oh,
but if
it
it's
has
one
to
of
be
the most expensive ones.
you can try to figure it out, and if you figure it
Okay.
out,
Well,
I'll tell
ought to
you.
You ought to tell them or tell us that would give them an incentive to come.
One of Stamperia's expensive items. That's not.
That's
enough.
good enough.
Is there anything at Stamperia that we don't love?
Yeah, it's not rice paper.
Sylvia says she calls dibs if it's rice paper.
It's not rice paper. That's cheap.
Is it a medium or is it paper?
Neither.
Okay.
I know. Okay, classes. We are going to have classes on some different things. They're still being finalized. And I gave an opportunity on the registration form for you to put in your 2 cents if there is a class or a type of class that you would really, really like to have. We have more classes in here than we have time for. So I wanted to get the feedback from those who are actually coming before we finalize those. Okay, so the classes are not mandatory. I can't speak this into the day. Classes are not mandatory. They are a lot of fun. And they're even to try something you've never tried before. They will be free. And on some of them, there will be things that you can purchase if you want to, but not necessary to do the class. Some of them you'll have things already to do the class. So, and I'll just bring lots of stuff to do lots of those things. But you will get to choose which classes or any classes. If you don't want to do any, you don't have to do any. So those classes are all, I said free, but what I mean is they're all included in your registration cost so that you have no additional cost to do the class. Vendor raffle prizes. We always end up with a whole table full of raffle prizes from vendors, some of our favorite vendors, and our favorite vendors include some of our favorite HPP sisters that love to help out. And HPP put some things in. So we always have a table full of awesome raffle prizes. Retreaters get an exclusive retreat discount at the HPP Create store. And much, much more. I'm just going to leave it at that because we got to leave a few things a surprise. But the hotel, let's talk about the cost of the hotel. Cost of the hotel is at an HPP discount rate, and how you make those reservations and all of that will go into after we have the group that is going. That's, those who aren't going don't care. It doesn't matter. So, but that discounted rate is $119 per night. And that is a king or 2 queen beds in the room. Same price either way. Free Wi-Fi with the hotel. Free breakfast daily. They did have a fairly decent breakfast. I mean,
It was a hot
Waffles.
breakfast for one
it
thing.
was a hot. They made omelets, and I mean,
Waffles.
they all make waffles, which are awesome because we hardly ever make them at
But
home.
they buried it every day. Like we had biscuits and gravy, we had
Yes.
waffles, and we had the omelets, and then we had fried eggs, and everything was different.
Sausage and
And
bacon and oatmeal. There was a couple other things I didn't go down to the other end to look at, but yeah, they had a pretty decent breakfast.
Lots of fruit and bagels and cream cheese.
Oh, I never saw the bagels
Yeah.
and cream cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Different cereals, not not
Hey.
just one the same time all the time. They were different. They were rotating.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Very cool.
And
So,
didn't they have the little cereal boxes? Those little cute little boxes?
oh, they
Yeah.
did?
Yeah,
I think they did, yeah.
I
Oh,
brought mine home so I can make a journal.
Oh,
out
what
of
a
it.
great idea.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly what I was thinking. I should have had a box of
Oh.
cereal. I never did.
I never thought of that. Oh,
Oh, darn it. I'm sure you don't have enough chipboard, Glynis.
Heather Doodlebug just has been in for
Hi,
a little while.
Heather. Hi, good to see you. So, why do you want to go to retreat? Because a week with like-minded, happy paper people crafters is an amazing experience like no other. I mean, that's the best I can say. It is. It's.
but you have to want to laugh.
But you have to what?
Want to laugh.
You have to want to laugh. Yeah. If you don't want to laugh, we're going to make you want to laugh.
Yeah.
We're going to make you laugh anyway. I want to go to Penny first. Can I go to Penny first?
You may.
Is that okay, Penny?
You may.
I want to go to Penny first, and I want to ask Penny what coming to retreat in April meant to you.
It was
And-
life changing.
It
It
was
was
like
actually life changing. It was amazing. I've never ever been that far away from home all by myself. And I met the most giving, loving women. I've never been treated so good in all my life.
and I just want her to talk because I love her accent.
And she has the most beautiful hair too. Oh,
No,
I
I
can
know.
jealous of it.
No, I
Yes.
don't.
Yes, you do.
Don't argue. Don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. It is true.
I
Yeah.
used to wear my hair like candy, but this is from COVID.
Yeah. Never getting a cut.
Yep.
So, Penny.
But it's really, I mean, and I said if I could make it, anybody should make it, because there's no words to really describe how it makes you feel inside when you go. And I miss the ladies so bad. I miss them so bad.
We miss you too.
I obviously didn't do my job. I meant to be mean to her.
You just couldn't help yourself, could you?
She tried, and she just couldn't bring it out with the
She
HPP
just couldn't,
sisters.
I tell you.
Yep. And there's so much giving and laughter going on that that even though she tried, she couldn't bring it out.
Yep.
It was amazing.
So,
It was-
Penny, what would you say to somebody who is thinking, wow, that would be amazing. I've never done anything like that. I would love to do something like that, but I don't know if I can. I'm
afford
afraid.
it.
I'm
afford
afraid. I don't know if I can afford it. I don't know if I can
Carrie's here.
bring myself. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Don't know if I
Well-
can bring myself to get out of my comfort zone because,
It was getting out of my comfort zone. And I'd never traveled, and I was so afraid I would get lost or miss my plane, or because I'd never been to big city or any, or an
Yep.
airport like that. But they took so good care of me and showed me the way and got me to where I needed to be. It was really, really great. And also, you know, we worked it out that I mean, I don't know how to explain this. Because I couldn't afford the hotel by myself. So I asked Marianne if there was anybody willing to room with me and split the cost. And she found someone to do that with me, which was Carrie. And I was afraid because you don't know anybody, and you don't know if it's going to work, if they're going to get on your nerves, or you know what I'm saying. And we got along so good, and it made it affordable for me. And I mean, it was just amazing. It was amazing. So there is ways. You just gotta make a way. And when I was getting ready we was trying to book flights and stuff, and I had such a hard time trying to find a flight that would work with someone getting me to the airport and picking me up and all that. And Marianne worked with me for like 2 weeks trying to find me an airplane. And we finally found one, and she said, book it. And I said, all right, I'm booking it. I said, it's locked in. I'm coming.
Awesome. Yeah. She said something really important there. She said she was nervous about traveling to the big city, about flying, all those things alone. She hasn't done in many, many years. But I will tell you that if you register for retreat, between now and retreat, you become part of this retreat family, and you aren't traveling alone. You are not traveling alone, because everybody, whether they're driving or they're flying,
checks in.
Yep.
Check minutes.
Yep. Check in our retreat chat, so everybody knows where everybody is and that everybody's accounted for. And if there's any issues, you can ask right there, get some help, make a phone call. We're all there.
Absolutely.
We're all right there for everyone. So nobody even travels across the country on their own. Sorry, you got us with you in your pocket. So, but that to me is a big point of comfort in knowing
really
that.
Was. That's it. The word. That's the word. It was a comfort to know that I had somebody watching my back. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And if it's something you haven't done before, she stepped off the plane and she called me and said, "Where do I go?" I go here. She got there, and then she said, "Now where do I go?" And went right to her. So it's pretty awesome. But you are never alone. The whole group has your back, and we do that for each other. And because everybody's always done whatever it is that somebody hasn't done, and knows the way around. Or between us, we can all figure out whatever.
I even had to have, my back started hurting the second day I was there, and it was really hurting bad. And Marianne and Candy helped me. I had to lay on the floor, but show me how to release or relax. And,
your lower back.
Yeah, and
I had the same issues for many, many years, and that was one trick that really always worked.
They're always there to help you. I mean, there's always somebody there to help you, no matter what problem you've got. I don't care.
In all areas, not just
right.
not just crafting.
Right. If you've got diarrhea, somebody's gonna be there to help you.
Don't be spilling all the secrets.
Yeah. What happens at retreat stays at retreat.
That's right. What happens at retreat stays at retreat. We will tell a little bit, but we don't, we get to know each other very, very well. And that is really special, because you have a special bond with your HPP sisters. and it's just a deeper HPP bond. And sometimes you get to know intimate things about people, and it's not our business to share or to tell. And some of the things just need to be kept there because they were fun and funny.
Right. Penny, people are asking where you're from.
I'm from Tennessee.
She's from Tennessee. I love her accent. That's pretty awesome. So, Jen, that's a fantastic idea. An even better idea would be bring your mom, unless you want to have a retreat without her, which I also understand. I love my artsy mom as well.
To have brought my mom.
But,
Mom, that was one of her dreams, was to fly.
Oh,
And
wow.
I would have really enjoyed that.
Wow. And Penny had a grandson that really wanted to see the Olympic Oval and where the Olympics took place in Salt Lake City. And it was only about a mile detour on our way back from the airport. So we went there and she got him some pictures. So that was pretty awesome. So she made the family happy too. So that
oh my gosh. The best part of it, let me tell you, besides all of this fun stuff, you walk outside the hotel and I don't care which side you look.
360 degrees.
360 degree mountain. You're in a bowl. And the mountains is around you. It is.
It's not a fishbowl, but it is a valley. Yeah,
it's breathtaking.
It is.
And we was there one night, and the sky started turning colors, and it was beautiful. I've never seen a sky that blue, and
yeah, that was a real electric blue.
Yeah, so, it was amazing.
Just the few days before they arrived for retreat, we actually had the Northern Lights here in Utah, and they had them in Arizona. A couple other places they could see them, but that could have been kind of like a tail end of that. Right. So there was some gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I did, when you see the post that's in the group, I did put one of the beautiful sunsets as the picture up there, not your faces. The problem is it was going to crop out half of you. So either the top half or the bottom half, and I couldn't have that. So I put a Utah sunset. So yeah, but it is pretty cool. They were here in April, and there wasn't snow on the ground, but all the mountains were still covered with snow.
Right.
Very well covered. Some of the ski resorts got more than 100 feet of snow this year. So yeah, if you are a skier, I'm way too old for that, but if you are a skier, some of the best skiing in the world is in Utah. So then you'd want to, September, no, you're not going to get it September. I'll sit back on a couple extra days, but nah.
Jen, we're all dog lovers, so we love our dogs.
And the hotel is dog friendly.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, Jen, where did your mom live? So we are in, she said it's a bowl. It is the Wasatch Front. That is where we are. The Wasatch Front is this section of the Rocky Mountains, the mountain range. And so we're in the Salt Lake Valley, which is a valley in the Rocky Mountains. It's not a fishbowl. It's a very, very large valley. But she is right. Even in the distance, 360 degrees, you can see Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountain High, and they are really, really.
Oh, and also, guys, the energy was so electrifying from all of us that even the people that worked at that hotel wanted to come in.
Oh, yeah.
And guests at the hotel would come in each day and
to see what we were doing,
and got to know us. And
people could feel the energy,
right?
And the positive energy from HPP. And she's right; they would come in. Some of the staff came in on their days off to come in and look around, hang out. But even when they were on duty, they wanted to come in and talk and sit down for a minute. And then
what was going on?
There was people that were guests there for a wedding. by the end, you would have thought that she was a part of us.
Right.
So they were pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Even everybody commented at the amazing positive energy of the group. So they were very happy with us and want us back. So as long as we treat them right, then we'll be okay there. Let's see, Jen, did you say, listen, north of Salt Lake City? Okay. So north of Salt Lake City, it could have been Bountiful or Kaysville or Layton or Ogden, one of those. Jen, we need to talk. We really need to talk. I grew up north. She might be from where I'm from.
Clearfield.
Clearfield. Oh, yeah, Clearfield's right by Ogden, right by Layton. Know it well. Same hotel, Sandy. Same hotel. We did get some additional things written in the contract, so we will know what to expect. I learned a few things there that just because it's in the Hilton family doesn't mean that you can assume the same things from hotel to hotel, that we need to actually discuss it with them and write out expectations between us. So, so we will have all the things that we talked about, all the good feedback I got from you guys, I've talked with them about, and we got it written in the contract. So that is awesome. She only lived there about a year or so. Well, that's okay. We'll still claim her. Yeah, that's an awesome area. Actually, my sister lives in Fruit Heights, which is right by Kaysville. I'm sure she knows where that is. So and Oregon is an amazing place to be sitting and painting. So if she wants to drop you off here and go to Oregon and do some painting, that would be an amazing vacation for both of you.
Mount Zion.
Oh, yeah. If you like national parks, Zion's National Park, Southern Utah, is one of the best. Bryce National Park, Zion's National Park. But Zion's has some, look it up. Look up Zion's National Park and or Zion National Park. It's absolutely incredible. Candy's been through there twice now.
Yeah, we didn't go this time.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Let's go to Dawn Marie, because Dawn Marie, it was your first retreat.
Yep.
Even though she's admin and had been participating in a lot of things, but it was her first retreat and getting to know people. So give us some of your thoughts.
I was really excited to go because it had been a long time for me to get together with a group of ladies like this. I missed that interaction and I loved it from the group, but until you actually physically meet somebody, there's still that little thing. You still need to get to know them, that little bit of meeting,
There's
that
personal touch missing.
Personal touch missing. And you can, get all the hugs and kisses and love over the internet. But once you're there, you're getting it. And just all of a sudden somebody will say something. It will turn the whole entire room into laughter.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. Or just the sharing, making sure that everybody's okay. I will say that I brought way too much.
Mm-hmm. We'll be talking about that in the chat.
Yep. You don't need to bring as much as you think you do.
Right.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I if you need to have time by yourself, like one morning I really had to get away. There is a shopping center that's just down over the hill, and I walked around that for probably about 45 minutes and then went into the store that was just opening and then came back and set up the way I wanted to. So, and I really enjoyed the interactive things that we did. Like, I helped put together the book and everybody gave me pages. So there was an individual factor to put in the book together, and you could see every person's personality through their pages. And I just think that's amazing when you can get something substantial and something right there in your hands that means, that is part of that person. So, and I also thought the lives that we had were tons of fun, especially when we were passing things around and making different things up.
Oh, savor sabotage.
Savor sabotage. They weren't beautiful, but they were fun because everybody had their hands on them.
I was scared of that.
Yeah.
And it absolutely was. It was a blast.
So, okay. So after the fact, you weren't scared anymore. After the fact, you say, yeah, that was awesome.
Yes.
Yep. And Carrie actually says, listening to Candy and Sandy had me in stitches the whole time. Yes, they were like the comedy team of the place.
Yeah.
Sandy was a hoot.
Yeah, it is.
So, and let's see. I have a big house full of dogs, and I thought I'd get sad because I didn't have my dog with me, but I made some doggy friends while I was there. So that was, and I think my husband enjoyed me being away because he said when I came back that I hadn't looked that happy in a long time. So, you know, he knew that it was refreshing for me. So,
and retreat wasn't even half over when he told you what about the next one?
That I could come.
That he said, I can tell you're having a blast. And this is good for you.
Yep.
You plan on going to the next one.
Yes. So he knew that he
I think that's
he saw a change in me that, you know, hadn't been in a while. So
right.
And it's like you're finding family. I mean, it really is. It's like there's a group of people that actually get me out there. I don't have to pretend to be, you know,
right.
Or somebody who doesn't swear or
try to meet their expectations.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yes.
I was afraid that everybody, I was afraid everybody would not get me because I'm
not accept you. Yeah. Carrie says, after attending the retreat, now I really feel that I'm a part of this group. Wow. And yeah, and I will tell you, you two just said that. And I know from talking to others that they've felt that almost every person feels that. Are they going to get me? Am I going to fit in? Are they going to accept me as I am? Because I'm not perfect and I'm a little wonky. And you get there and what? Didn't even have a second thought of that, did you?
No.
Just all felt comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah. You lost Glennis?
And it doesn't matter what level you're at either.
Oh,
I mean, we were all helping everybody. So,
and somebody's better at something than I am, and then I'm better at something than somebody else, and somebody else is better at something, and it's all just because of experience or knowledge, and everybody helps everybody, and you learn all kinds of new things and get all kinds of new stuff, have all kinds of fun. Glennis will be back in a minute. Let's go to Candy.
Sandy's calling me names. I think I'm gonna cry.
Oh. That's exactly that's why Sylvia stays here, because we're her sisters.
Yeah, I'm one of the wonkier than others. I think, I will say the one thing I love about this when we go, it's not a structured it's not a structure. All you're gonna do is craft. It's not. You can craft if you want to. We're not saying that, but it was just for me. It was just getting together with everybody and meeting everybody, and we all make time for that. And then we do some crafting, but mostly it was just laughing and talking and sharing stuff. And
you can craft if you want, or you can not craft if you want.
Yeah, I didn't do much stuff. I think I finished like one project. That was it. But and then we had a thing where we did some gel plating where they were showing us the steps and stuff, but it's not so structured that
it's not like, wait a minute, you're not following.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
And it was we start at this time and that's it. There's only one thing you have to be at one time, and that's
don't
to get
tell them
your
what it is. Don't tell them what it is.
Yeah, don't tell them. But yeah, it's just a great time. It's just a great time. It's a fun time. And like Dawn Marie, her husband, mine was the same way. I wasn't gonna be able to come in September because we did April. It was one or the other. But halfway through, he was like, well, I'll fly you back out in September. He can't drive me out again, but he said he'd fly me back out. And that's a lot for him. He doesn't like to spend the money on a flight.
Candy drove from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And Sandy drove from Mississippi. And who else drove?
Well, me and Sandy drove together. Sandy met me here, and then we drove
Jackie.
together.
Jackie and Dawn drove from Arizona. That's
And
not
didn't
nearly as far.
Didn't Carrie drive?
Carrie drove from Colorado.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where did Jackie drive from?
Oh, Margie, gonna make me cry.
Jackie and Dawn drove from Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. What did she say? I tease Candy a lot, but she's one of the best people I've ever met. Yes.
Heather, I am too. I'm very slow, but that's what I'm saying. There was nothing. If you didn't want to craft, you didn't have to craft. There was enough going on.
Right.
Just beautiful stuff to see, other people's stuff to look at.
And
Just talking, hanging out, going to lunch, going to dinner, whatever. It was just
Heather, I never get
more about
anything
meeting
done at
everybody than
retreat.
crafting. Yeah.
you
I
can
am-
leave at any
I'm a
time. You
slow-
go to your room.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to go take an afternoon nap, you could. If you wanted a morning nap, if you wanted to go to bed early because you've had jet lag or something, or you wanted to get up at 6 o'clock. Hi, Doria. Or is it Dorius? Oh, please tell me how to say your name right. Please tell me how to say it correctly, because I hate butchering people's names.
And you
Is
can
it
also
Doria
go
or is it-
into the room and craft it anytime you wanted to.
Yeah.
And just to answer her question, we're going to have a sale, Doria. We're going to have a sale Saturday at 10 o'clock Mountain Time. It's all about that because we're talking about retreat tonight. So, Candy, what would you say to somebody who has never been to a retreat or anything like this, and they're thinking about it or wondering if they would fit in or if they would have a good time? Maybe they've got some health issues and are concerned. What would you say to them?
I would say you need to come or you're going to regret it. I just think if it's something you want to do it. This is going to be, you're doing a whole week for what, $385 you said?
$385.
That's way cheaper than the weekend ones they do that cost almost $1,000 plus the hotel.
Right.
I mean, you're getting a full week, and that gives you time to make the trip worthwhile, to unpack,
Relax.
people and get to know them better. You have time to craft if you want to craft, but if you just want to, I just say don't let fear stop you, and don't let your health stop you. If you can, we will all take care of you. We all will chip in if you need help.
Everybody takes care of everybody.
Yeah, and I will tell you that when I was out there last time, I got not April, but the first time I went out, I had trouble with my foot. I had trouble with bronchitis, and I got really sick. They're quick care out there. The people were so much better than here. I was actually treated like a person, not somebody that was taking up their time. Just saying.
I was going to say that the restaurants treated us very well.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to. Is there a dog fee? I think there probably is. Most hotels do.
They are. There is a deposit. I can't remember what it was. It might be $50, but they are dog friendly.
Yep.
Yeah. People have a dog there all the time. Yeah.
Those of you who just joined last night don't know Lucy yet. Yesterday was her birthday. Okay, Candy's gonna be sick of me saying that. I don't have any grandkids. I got Lucy. Lucy is our boxer. And Lucy's our HPP mascot, and Lucy comes to retreat now and then. She will not be there during a live next time, though.
That was hard.
And Sandy's not allowed to walk Lucy. Either that, or she's not allowed to say the word "mama."
Yeah, it was under 100 because I remember seeing it on a piece of paper that was up at the front. So
they are pet friendly, especially dogs. So. Yeah. You absolutely. If you and your mom travel together, you can bring your dog if you want. Some people would leave it in a crate in the room and just go back up and check now and then. It depends on if it's a tiny dog and you bring a carrier or something down, or if you just want it there for a couple of days and your mom's going to take it to Oregon, whatever. Oh, Sandy. I'm thinking of you, Sandy. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you every single day.
And your pillow.
Sandy, you
And
can
that's
block
all I'm
her
gonna
and not
say
get
about
her.
that. No H word. Let's talk to Glynis for a minute, and then I want to not forget to address a couple things that a couple of you said. Glynis, you've been there twice now. Just give us some of your thoughts.
I travel in a wheelchair because I have walking problems. And I find that being at the retreat, the wheelchair was not any problem. Everybody was very helpful. So if you have mobility issues, I just want to say you don't have any, that's not a reason not to come. And
they have rooms. They have rooms to accommodate.
Yeah, I had an accessible room, which was just gigantic. And, the flying, it was no problem. And 'cause I'm in Canada, I'm a long ways away. So I wouldn't want anyone to not come because of a mobility issue.
Right.
She's uses her scooter a lot too because of her broken foot. She keeps breaking. And I craft with my daughter about 3 times a year. I get to fly out to the coast and craft with my daughter. So being able to actually craft with people for a week, you can't explain what that's like. It's just. Well, energizing was a word that was said earlier, how energizing it was. Mm-hmm. But you can help each other. And like Penny and Jackie really helped me with wax seals. And somebody would have an idea and they explain it to somebody else. So you had instant input and instant learning things. And people had stuff that you didn't have. So they would share how to use it and you would learn. You're learning the whole week, whether you want to or not. It's... we had one night we jelly plated, and I've jelly plated quite a few times now, but these were the best results I've ever had.
Awesome.
We were around the table and we were helping each other, and I loved what I did that night.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
you learned just a little bit of different technique than you had been doing.
Yeah. And the results, I just loved them.
That's cool.
And then you have your social times at lunch and dinner. And where you can just have fun and not even craft, but just joke around, which we do during the day too.
Don't lie. The entire thing is social time.
Yeah. But you relax with each other, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're comfortable, you relax, you hate to leave. I had to leave a day early, the only way I could go. And I miss everybody terribly. And you want to see them. You want to see them again because you've become so close to everybody.
Yeah.
And we had good snacks too.
Yeah, we
Yay
did.
For lemonade.
So Glynis, what would you say to somebody who has never been, is thinking that they might like to experience something like this and is feeling a little bit of fear?
For all of us, especially in September, we've all had our first retreat. That was my first one ever. So we're all going through that. We know what it's like, so we can feel what you're feeling. We can help you. Marianne having the extra chat ahead of time where we could talk to each other and be with each other was really nice. We got to recognize faces and voices. And it made you want to really meet these people and be with them because you're starting to get interested in them and starting to know them.
So we still have that chat going, by the way, the April chat, because this is now just a very close group of friends. And, when they miss retreat or miss certain things or miss each other, they can go whine in there and spend some time together. And where everybody else would be like, oh, quit, because they didn't get
not over.
It's not over. It's never over. It's never over. The friendships will go on forever. Penny, you want to say something? Okay. I thought your mouth looked like it was about ready to speak.
Oh,
Carrie said that she had homesick feelings for us after she left.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It is kind of sad.
The night before sad is always sad.
Walking out of the room
Because
the
you're
last
getting up,
night.
but it's sad too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I cried.
We get all busy cleaning up, and so we're not thinking about it. And then when we're done and it's time to leave, Doug's like, okay, it's time to go, because he had to get up at 5 o'clock the next morning and go to work. And I'm like,
Aw.
but I can't leave them yet. you don't
find
want to
something
walk
else
out.
to do.
You just don't want to walk out. Yeah, it is sad. It
Yeah,
is.
the thought that you might never see these people again is just heartbreaking.
Snacks, count me in. Learn, darn it, learn. Where's Angie? Angie, I'm sure she won't mind me telling you, she's been dealing with some problems with her foot, and she's got a device implanted, and they're going to have to do surgery again and implant it lowered
Oh, God.
Aw.
down by her foot and put the leads right to her toes. But she has a conference call online with the doctor right now. So it's the only reason she's not here, because she's a ton of fun too.
She really is.
And yeah, Angie's usually in her
Very
scooter.
generous.
Very, very generous. You know, everybody that's the Happy Paper people way.
Mhm.
Everybody's very generous and kind and loving and helpful, and there's just no drama, there's no negativity.
Accepting. Everybody accepts everybody.
That's it.
Dawn Marie, I don't know how. I mean, she just kept on every day. She just putting something on your table.
She kept sorting through stuff and finding more stuff to share.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, she was like the magician. I mean,
Pickles, cheese, Triscuits, raspberries, olives, and oh, Jen, that's my snack tray.
That sounds good.
Not all together, but pickles, cheese, raspberries, best fruit ever. Triscuits, olives, no Kalamata olives or green olives just by themselves. I just am a traditional.
I tried new cheese and Dawn Marie. What was that dressing I tried?
Oh, the raspberry vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette?
So I tried new things while I was there.
She did.
Try new things, and she liked them.
And
Yeah.
I was like Mikey.
Yeah. That is awesome. Let's see. There's a couple of things that you guys said that I wanted to elaborate on a bit. One was
Karen. Karen's got to be gluten free.
Oh, gluten-free. Now, oh, yeah. She went home and found out that she had an issue that she didn't know she had. We brought it out in her. We actually had a couple gluten-free people there, and it's no big deal. See, these are the once we know you're coming and we establish our own private group of just retreaters, then I have a different survey that you'll receive that will let me know those things. If you're gluten-free, what allergies you have, different things like that. That doesn't need to be out to everybody, only those who are actually going. So it gets in a little tighter and tighter, and a little more and more information as we go along. So I think I found a shop in Essex that I'm going to make my 80-year-old sister take me to. Oh, nice. Skip the Triscuits. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we had a couple gluten-free and dietary differences are no problem. Even at the welcome dinner, which was at a big restaurant where it was family style. They brought out these huge platters of food, and we were still able to accommodate everybody's dietary issues or desires. And that was, whether you're vegetarian or gluten-free or allergic to strawberries.
I was allergic to garlic, and we still got to go Italian.
Allergic to garlic. Yes, I called the restaurant ahead of time, and we knew what would bother her and what wouldn't. So, yep, allergic to garlic. Just have to know those things, and they're all workable. So let me just start here. One of the biggest things that holds people back is that they feel let me just say, we all have health issues. Everybody deals with something. Some of us deal with more than others of us. Some, maybe you're lucky to still be young and, not be so bad. But we all have our own health issues. And that can be a kind of a fear of going away from home with my health issues, where I'm not in my comfort zone, with people that, will it be okay if I say I have to go take an afternoon nap? Are they going to look down on me, or, is it just going to be weird? Or if I say I can't eat that, or whatever it is. And that is the first fear I want to squelch right there. There are several things about the health issues. First of all, I do want you to make sure that you're healthy enough to travel. If you have any concern about either a long drive or an air flight, then go to your doctor and just say, would I be okay to fly to Salt Lake City? And just make sure. That's not my call. That's your call and your doctor if there's something that, might get affected there. But before you even arrive, I will have you, and I'm going to say this up here, but not just to the group, but to everybody, because this is a conversation that I had with at least 8 people before last retreat. And so that tells me that it's on a lot of people's minds. And so I just want to say the information to everyone that's hearing it, even watching it on replay. And then we can have conversations later, but at least it gives you some basics up front. Before you even arrive, I'm going to ask you to write down your general health medical history, which just includes a copy of your insurance card and any medications that you're on and any special like allergies and dietary needs and any special instructions that might be needed. If I have a seizure, this is what you do. Okay. That kind of thing. Now, the ones from April, and I told people you can put it in an envelope. You can, print a piece of paper and fold it in half, whatever you want. The only need I have to open it and look at it, and I don't even need to look at it, is if something happens and I take you to the ER, I will hand it to them because we want the best care, the fastest care. And if they've got your list of medications and allergies to medications, things like that, they can take care of you quickly and easily. If I'm fumbling around trying to call somebody who might know and I can't get a hold of them and they can't treat you because they're not sure about contraindications of medications and things like that. So I never had to even open up any of the ones from April Retreat. I haven't even unpacked from Retreat, but when I get to that box, I'm just going to stick them in the shredder because I don't need to know. It's, I
Save mine. So
so
I don't
I
need
have
to do it again.
okay. I'll save that envelope. I can do that. I can do that. I didn't even think about that. I can do that. And I say it's none of my business in that it really isn't my business if you wouldn't have wanted to talk about it otherwise. And I completely respect that. Believe me, my list is 2 pages long. If I go to a new doctor, I just print it out and take it with me. And on that line where it says list past surgeries, I just put C attached because I've had more than 40 surgeries and, plenty of things. So I get it. But you are not your medical conditions to us. You are not any of your medications or any of those things. That's not who you are. That's merely what you have to deal with. Okay. And so I want to have that only in case of an emergency. And we are at a perfect location to multiple medical facilities. And yes, I do know all the best ones for all this different specific types of medical conditions. So if it's your heart, we're going here. If it's your lungs, we're going there. I know right where to go. So I've got all that down. So I feel very comfortable with that. The other thing is that we have several retired medical professionals that attend and will be attending this retreat. And so there's a lot of us with medical experience there. So even things like Penny, my lower back is killing me and I just sat on a plane and the airport and all of that. And she can hardly walk. Here's a technique that you might try and see if it works for you, because of all that medical experience. So there's a lot of that amongst your sisters that you don't even know about. But we do take care of each other and are well watched over. So in that regard, I don't want you to worry. The other thing is that most all of us know that when we take medication for our health issues, many of those medications make us gain weight. And we're uncomfortable with that. And we admire all these women in Happy Paper People. We look up to you all, and we think that you're amazing and perfect in every way. And maybe we're afraid to meet you in person because you might think less of me. Now, that kind of thing. I want you to know that I am you, you am me. I am Dawn Marie am Candy, Candy am Penny. Everybody is the same. Everybody deals with the same kind of stuff. And I guarantee you,
Not just physically, even mentally.
Exactly. Yes. I was going to say, not just physically, mentally, emotionally. We all struggle with different things. And I will say that I did not hear one single time during the entire week, I did not hear one judgmental comment about someone else.
That's right.
That's how, and I listen for it because we don't do drama. We love our sisters for our sisters. And
I think you almost, I think you almost forget about your physical and mental problems when you're there.
I
You know
agree.
what I mean?
I agree. Because we don't focus on it.
Right.
Because that's not who we are. Who you are is inside here. And, you know, when we've been through some stuff and we go to meet new people, I think.
Because I was afraid I wouldn't even be able to make it through the days, you know. And I did.
And you did. That energy gets you going, doesn't it? I know. I always think, I hope people don't judge me when they see me for this, because this isn't me. Me is inside. This is merely the vessel that is carrying me. And they don't know that I've cheated death 4 times, and that I've been through 2 types of stage 4 cancer, and that I have lupus, and that I had breast implant illness, and that I had heart failure, and lungs were functioning at 60%. They don't know all those things. And I'm not going to walk around with a sign that says it. Bye, Sandy. See you soon.
Bye.
You know, I'm not going to walk around with a sign that says that.
I mean, that blows my mind.
Bye, Felicia.
I mean, it does. It blows your mind.
Right.
She's not that anymore. That's her past.
But I don't talk about it a lot because I don't want to focus on it. I want to focus on positive energy, because that's where I want my mind and my body to go, is positive energy. But I still deal with a lot of things from those. I still deal with medications and weight and all the stuff. So, and you know, this is the place. Happy Paper People is the place where
it'll change your life.
No judgment.
It will change your life.
There's no judgment.
Carrie said that she felt very accepted.
That's awesome.
She has fear around that situation.
Yes.
I made her sleep outside one night. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, she slept outside with her so they could watch for the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
No, we was looking at that those purple lights.
Yeah.
Club thing over there.
Yeah. The hotel is right next to Jordan Lane, which is a huge outdoor shopping center. It's got a gazillion restaurants and stores for shopping. There's even a theater. There's a Walmart and a Sam's Club and a Target. There's just there's a Crumble cookies.
I didn't get to try them.
I know we had so much darn food that I never went and got them because we had so much food.
Right.
But we will, you know.
But it didn't help turning up with a huge big box of donuts.
Dunford Donuts around the corner from my house.
They were amazing.
They were so good.
They were
I
really
didn't
good.
get to get one of those either. Where was
They
I?
were so many.
There was 2 dozen donuts there.
Where was I?
There's 10 of us, 2 dozen donuts. Oh man. You know, and it doesn't matter who is at the retreat, which time. It's the same amazing retreat. It's the same amazing retreat every time, because
happy feelings there.
yeah, are that kind of, because you're all that kind of women. You just are. And if you're not, you weed yourself out of here because you don't fit in, because that's how you are. And I always say that somebody who's not like that is not going to fit in, because you women are like that.
It don't matter how crazy or how crumbly or how goofy. Or, I'm serious. That's when you fit in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
When you
can
let go. When you can let go and laugh, you're deep.
There's not too many that wouldn't fit in. And
Are you calling me goofy, Penny? Are you calling me goofy?
No, you're the ditzy one.
Ditzy.
Okay.
That's funny.
I want to clarify.
Yeah.
Is there a
But
difference?
when you think of the 10 of us together, it's not one of us who should not have
Not
been
really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what? Even when something is thrown at us that we weren't aware of, and I'm not going to talk about what it was, but something that we're not aware of that could have thrown the whole thing off and made everybody upset. Everybody pulled together, said, here's how we can deal with it. Boom, it was gone.
Yeah, a solution
Boom,
was
it was not an issue. And that's amazing. It was like a 30 seconds of, okay, so we got this to deal with. How do we deal with it? Okay, well, all right, it's gone. Yeah, so it's very cool.
Until you told us that the daggone place burnt down.
Oh God. I
That wasn't that retreat, so I can
that
say
was not funny.
It was so funny.
No, it
was
wasn't.
not funny.
Well,
Okay,
and now that I know
okay.
where your house is too, I don't think you would hear that either. Now that I know.
I would if they came down 7800. They go
Oh,
right
okay.
down my street. Yeah, yeah. But there is a fire station
But
right
I
over
didn't
by
mean-
Jordan Landing.
Yeah.
I scared you that day and that night.
Oh my gosh, she got me good. Okay, so before that had Carrie going, before we went to retreat, it was April Fool's, and
Here I spent a lot of money.
we were going to have a call, and it didn't. When I scheduled it, I didn't think about it being April 1st. We just scheduled the call, and then I woke up that morning, and Doug and I were talking about schedules, and I said, "Well, I've got a call this afternoon with the retreaters, blah 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 time." And then he goes, "Happy April Fool's," and I went, "Oh, I got to do something. I got to get him."
You didn't have to.
No, you didn't have to.
So I did. I went, and Candy set it up perfectly because she says, "You look really tired." I probably would have forgotten had Candy not set it up like that.
Yeah.
Candy's fault.
Yeah, my fault. Blame it on me.
It's Candy's fault.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was perfect. I said, yeah, I only got 2.5 hours of sleep. We were up all night. Told them the whole story and how we followed the fire department down because we heard it stop, and it was our hotel that was on fire and it burned down.
And we fell for it.
Their faces dropped.
Yeah, it scared
We
you.
fell for
You
it.
thought you was like, Penny, are you all right?
Oh, I thought Penny was going to have a heart attack. I'm like, Penny, are you okay? Even after I told him, I was worried about Penny. So Penny said, I'm going to get you back. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'm going to get you back. And she got me back at retreat. It was awesome.
I wish I'd have had a mask.
I wish we'd had a camera going to tape it.
Yes.
You don't need a mask. Trust me.
Camera. Yeah.
I didn't need a mask.
No.
Oh.
No. It was dark outside and her face pressed against the window.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
It looked like a mask. Yeah. I screamed and jumped out of my chair. So funny.
And then Penny laughed so hard she couldn't get up.
Yeah.
She laughed so hard she fell on the sidewalk, laid out there laughing for a while because she couldn't stop.
If I'd have got up, I'd have wet myself.
You have to be prepared for that too, ladies, because it's a thing. You have to be. I even gave Mr. Fearless Leader the unicorn sign. Oh, She did. She did. Doug was in here because I told him I got you guys good. Oh, that was funny. Let me
It
check.
was so real how she
Yeah, she didn't even crack it.
had. I mean, her face was. I mean, she'd have been great at soap opera.
The moral of the story is if you get a call from Marianne next April, don't answer it.
Yeah.
You can answer it. Just pick and choose the story you're going to believe.
I'm too gullible, I believe.
You're too gullible.
Well, we're not going to believe you.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll always believe me over
And
you.
We were all wondering if Candy. We all wondered if Candy was in on this too.
No.
We
She
found
wasn't.
out that she's
She
still
wasn't.
going to get you back.
Oh yeah. I'm still going to get her back. Me and Sandy are going to get her back.
Quit reminding her.
No, me and Sandy have some stuff planned, but you won't know when it's coming, and it won't be on April 1st.
Mine was
Don't say it.
accidental.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do it right away because we don't want you to be expecting it when it happens.
Oh, I'm
Sounds
always
good.
expecting it
That
from you
sounds
guys.
scary.
I'm
Yeah.
always
It's
expecting
being
it from you guys.
it's going to be brewing.
You know why they believe me and not Candy? Because Candy does stuff like that all the time.
I don't.
And-
No, I don't. We have ever done a prank like that.
I mean,
Never.
you know,
My
the
daughter,
jokes, the snark.
My daughter is so she's in everything, and then she even said that was mean.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's mean.
No, now mean would have let it go on till the next day and not.
Oh God.
Day.
Oh, no. That would have been terrible.
That'd have been mean.
And poor old Sylvia,
Sylvia's still bitter.
she wasn't even coming, but bless her heart.
Yeah, I had admin be on the call too, so that they could hear.
So that made it look more real.
Yeah,
She said,
Yeah.
"We just reschedule. We'll relocate. Don't worry about it. We'll relocate."
Yeah, she was on it right away.
don't worry. I got sleeping bags. Sylvia, I'm sorry, Sylvia. If you come, I'll get you a crumble cookie so you won't be bitter anymore, but you can be sweet again.
You need more than a crumble cookie for that. Make up for
How
that.
about a nothing bunt cake? That's right there too. Right by the ice cream shop. But I'm not eating sugar anymore. I'm gonna have to go on a retreat from sugar, not eating sugar for retreat week.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, it wasn't mean, and it was very short-lived. No, that's
At
why
least 20 minutes.
I thought at least how many?
20 minutes.
Yeah. It's about 20
You had it before for 20 minutes, Marianne.
You went on and on and on.
And on and on and on.
Is 20 minutes a long time?
Almost like
When you're worried
when
about
the
not
microphone
having
got
your retreat.
stuck.
Yeah. And when you're worried about how you're going to get your money back from plane tickets you just bought.
Mhm. Exactly. Yep.
Which Candy didn't buy.
No, I didn't. No, I was thinking,
Some of us
why
did.
do you be happy?
Yeah, Candy spoke up. She said, "Don't worry, Penny. We'll get it back. We'll get it back."
This close to retreat, you don't think Marianne's going to let it fall apart, do you? Come on.
Oh man.
We'll
Candy,
make
she
Shelton
was
put
gonna
us up
get it
in
back
another
for me,
hidden.
wasn't you, Candy?
Yeah. See, she's got your back. Everybody's always got your back. No, I don't usually do a lot of snarky things like that. And so
That wasn't snarky. That was mean.
Mhm.
Snarky
Like Sylvia
is like,
said, I'm still bitter.
Hi, Jackie. We miss you.
Jackie!
how you doing?
Hi.
She's just popping in for 1 second.
Okay.
For a moment.
It was great
Jackie,
meeting you, Jackie.
whenever you have a chance, Jackie, shoot me a message and let me know what your hours are tomorrow.
She
And
is
so I can call you tomorrow.
So sweet. So sweet.
Jackie, yes. So,
Oh, yeah.
so
She's
sweet.
always
But
smiling.
we need to give her a megaphone so we can hear her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She talked so
Yeah.
quietly. I was like, huh?
She whispered.
And you were
Well,
closer to her than I was.
She will never out yell any of you. She's too nice and kind.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She is. Isn't Jackie amazing?
Yeah, she's very.
Some of you don't know the story of how I met Jackie. She lives in Arizona. I used to live in Arizona, and I thought I wanted to be a card maker. And so I walked into Joann's, and I can buy all kinds of craft stuff, and I'm standing in the aisle looking at these stamps and different card making tools, and wondering if this stamp really works. And I didn't know what I was doing. And Jackie's in Joann's shopping, and she sees me standing there looking like I don't know what I'm doing, and anybody on that aisle should know what they're doing. And so she starts talking to me, and I was asking her about the stamps, and she's telling me how to stamp, how to get the best image, and she says, "Do you have a stamp pad? A stamp, like the mat,
Platform.
the pad." Not a platform, it's not squishy, but the foam type of mat underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forget what they're called, a stamp mat or something. And I said, "No, what is that?" And she goes, "Hang on, don't move. I'll be right back." And she takes off. She only lived like 2 miles from the store. She ran home, got a stamp pad, and brought it back and gave it to me. And I still have it. It says Jackie Corrine on there, or Jackie. It says Jackie Kate on the back, because if she took it to crops and things, then she'd know it's hers. She says, "I have plenty of them. Here, you keep this."
Wow.
And Jackie's had a part of my heart ever since then. And it was so awesome, because then we moved to Utah, and it's so awesome to have her and Dawn drive up and get to spend that week with her. Yeah, Jackie's she's an amazing, amazing lady.
I feel blessed to have met her.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel blessed to know Jackie too. And that's the thing, is you can see these people in Happy Paper People for 2, 3, 4 years. Okay, not quite 4 years. As long as we've been around. And they're awesome people. But when you get to know them one-on-one, face-to-face, spending a week.
Well, you can't
be different.
In chat, in text messages, you do not know that the emotion, the expression that person is typing.
Right. You don't see the face, and you don't hear the intonation.
You just see words. And
you make assumptions based on your own experience, and that may not be how they speak at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all do. So it is really awesome to get to know people in person.
So now when
totally
Candy types something, you can almost hear it, and you know what I mean? And
yeah. When the person types something and you read it, you hear their voice saying it.
Right.
Yep.
Right. You hear their accent, Penny.
Yes, I do.
I do too. If I read Penny's chat, I hear, "Hi, Marianne, how you doing today?" I'm horrible at that. No, I hear each of your voices once I've talked to you in real life. I hear each of your voices.
And Jackie, I hope your daughter's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll keep you both in our prayers. But yeah, just touch base when you can. Jackie's awesome. Candy, all it took was a stamp mat. Remind me to send Fearless Leader a Misty. Let's see how much of her heart I will occupy. Oh, man. That's awesome. Sylvia, you come to retreat in person. You'll occupy.
She's gonna be doted upon, because everybody loves Sylvia.
You will occupy a big part of my heart. And I know she can't come in September. She's traveling several times this year with family. And so we're hoping that in spring.
And I cannot wait to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's a Misty. I just read her thing, a Misty. She's a Misty. She's amazing. Penny Sylvia says, "Love you." So yeah, and just getting to know each person and stuff about them that we didn't know. Your care and your respect.
Marie, tell them how much I love y'all. Like the what?
No,
oh, gosh.
Not sure. I
can't remember.
I think that should. No.
Like a hug.
Anyway, I think that should remain a retreat saying.
Yes.
I think that should remain a private retreat saying. And if they come to retreat, then they can be a part of it.
Yes.
They can be a part of that. So
they'll get in on the love.
Yeah. So know that if you're even thinking about it, and if you are thinking about it and you have specific concerns or things that you would like to talk about, hey, Bev, just shoot me a message and we can set up a time that's good for you and we can get on the phone and talk, you and I, and
He's good at solving it.
answer any of your concerns. I am a good problem solver, huh, Penny? We had multiple things try to keep Penny from coming.
One after another.
One after another.
You made it, dear.
But you know what? Good always wins out. And we knew you
That
needed to
sounded
be there.
sappy. That sounded really sappy.
It was sappy. But I'm sorry. You guys make me sappy.
Happy paper, sappy
Oh, we
paper.
love to make Marianne cry.
Man, that's not that hard.
No, it's not.
I need to get a mean face for.
Oh, you got Lucy going.
Nope, that's not Lucy.
No, that's
Oh,
mine.
It
It
wasn't mine. It was Kansas.
was mine.
Yeah. Does
Sappy
anybody
paper people.
Sappy paper people.
happy paper people? That's awesome.
Happy sappy paper people.
There you go. Does anybody who's listening or in chat have any questions you want to throw out to either to me or to any of these fine ladies who attended the last retreat? Because they'll be honest with you. And none of this was pre-scripted. I didn't even tell them what I was going to ask them or what I wanted them to say. I just wanted them to speak from the heart. It is so amazing to get together with happy paper people that I did not have a second's concern about anything any one of them would say. How's that? I didn't have to say, now don't talk about that, or don't bring that up.
Well, you had to remind us to use our
Free liberty.
our family voice at certain times.
Yes.
Oh, only during lives.
Yeah.
Yes.
During lives, it's a family channel.
Yes, and the only thing that's not allowed whatsoever is glitter and
Oh,
Yes.
yes. That is in the contract with the hotel. The hotel asks no glitter, which includes embossing powder.
Yep.
right.
So,
That's the only thing that's excluded. Everything's fair
Okay.
game.
yes, Jen, as soon as we finish this, the post will go up in the group and it'll be pinned to the top in featured. And it will have you can click on the link and it'll take you right into the registration and it gives you all the details right there. And then anything after that, once you're in, then it gets very detailed with everything. So every question will be answered, detailed later. But it's too much to throw out 3 pages of stuff to everybody who just, wants to look at it and consider it. And, but all the important stuff is there. All the important stuff there.
Jen, you'll know what to bring and what not to bring and what stuff will be there for you to use. So that's really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
It's all included in what she sends out.
Even better than last time. I'm getting every time I learn some things, and so there will be
our first time, and we packed our suitcases to the max.
Yeah.
And
no,
then,
you always have to leave room to take stuff home.
right. I mean, it took. Listen, you are talking about people helping. I was the last one to get my suitcase packed, and I could not do it.
3 of us were sitting on it while somebody.
I mean, everyone pitched in.
Really?
And poor old
Sandy.
Candy and
Sandy.
sitting in the floor trying to do, rearrange this. And,
Oh no!
I mean, bless their hearts, they got my suitcase packed,
And you can always ship boxes home too. It's cheaper than paying for extra luggage.
I had to.
Yeah, a lot of people did. People did. You can ship boxes ahead of time.
It's a lot cheaper than paying the overweight.
There's a lot of tips that we'll share in the private chat with people who are going about packing and suitcases and shipping and all of that. Well, although
I was just saying how they helped. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. She was not left alone. The whole group was there making sure she got packed, and it came in at like 51 point something pounds, and they let you through, right? That's awesome. Oh man, it's 52 pounds. We got to take 1 pound out.
But everybody helps
pay
everybody.
$100 extra. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing.
The only problem is once you've been to one, you don't
You
want
want-
to miss one. It's
Yeah.
really hard
Right.
to miss one.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Because you still
that
want to
is,
be there. Yeah.
Yep.
that is true. Yeah. So Penny, you coming back?
I'm going to try.
Oh, Jen, I used the media mail. Trust me.
Yeah.
I used media mail to send things.
Yes.
But she found out she didn't have to send that much stuff.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
We
we'll
tended to all, I mean, the first time I went, I overpacked.
You told us.
I mean, I
Candy.
still overpacked this time, but not as bad as the first time.
Yeah, but you told us don't bring a lot of stuff. Don't
Right.
bring a lot of stuff.
But
No.
even when you think you're not bringing a lot of stuff because
It's
you
a
look
lot
around
of
the
stuff.
craft room and it's not a lot, it's a lot. So
Mhm.
this time, well, once we have our group, then I'll have a questionnaire that will go out to you, like the registration form that you'll fill out and we'll send back. And then I'll have specific documents that you will be able to have in hand about what you have to bring, what you need to bring, and what you don't need to bring. And then what we would, those of us who've been there several times, what we'd highly recommend you bring and what we would highly recommend you don't. And then it's up
That's
to you
very helpful.
to make those decisions. But yeah, there's so much sharing and caring that everybody goes home with a lot more than they came with. And yeah.
Well, in September, you may want to bring a sweater or gloves and toque.
Toque. Hat.
I was thinking tube top.
Not even spelled the same.
wasn't-
Toue.
I had to translate her Canadian.
So
The hat.
the week before they came in April, it was 83 degrees. And then the week they got here, it rained a bunch and it was quite a bit colder, like 50 as the high, which I don't mind. It was quite comfortable for me, but some people
It
that's
was cold.
pretty cold. So
Marianne gets hot, so she opens the door, and it gets cold for everybody else. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just
that's
put it
because
out
I'm
there.
always running
I
around
was
working, but
comfortable.
I'm not going to be doing as much of that this time. We're
Mhm.
going to be organized a little bit differently.
I'm
I
trying to get
thought
everybody with the door that it bothered.
the room was very well ventilated. I felt that the temperature control of the room was really good. What do you guys think?
I was
Open the
comfortable.
doors.
The
I
lighting was
was
great.
Yeah,
That's
compared to
fine.
last year, Glennis,
Yeah,
where
it was much
we
better.
thought
Lighting was great.
there was cold spots and hot spots, and you're under the vent and freezing, and yeah, it was different than that.
Yeah, I only wore one sweater this time.
The only time I got cold was when we went to eat and I was in the rain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think the cold was because of the room. It was because it was actually cold outside.
Yeah,
And then the day after they left on Friday. On Saturday, it was 83.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
I know, just can't win for losing.
Oh boy.
But September has never failed me. And it was, what was it, Candy, last year? It was like 70s and 80s last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the end of September is so
No
that.
great snow this year. Anyway,
No, it snowed so late.
I know, I'm just saying the weather.
Yeah.
We can't count on the weather, but it's still worth it, no matter what.
Well, if you don't
Right.
like the weather, just wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was different from day to day.
And we're
Some
inside.
days were really pretty though. We had a
Yeah.
couple days that were very beautiful. They were.
Oh.
I
they were-
thought so too.
Yeah. Yeah, September, if we have a late heat spell, it's usually done by that end of the week or end of the month, and it doesn't
That
start
end of the week.
that end of the week. Yeah, which last year it was the last week of September, and we had a late heat spell, and the week before it ended and then went down 20 degrees, and it was perfect. And it's not going to snow yet. It doesn't. The earliest it typically snows would be the end of October. So that's usually a really perfect week, 70s and 80s, really nice.
I don't know. Quit bragging, because you're gonna jinx it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Terry-
saying. Just-
Carrie's asking the dates. I don't know if you've given the dates yet.
I did
Yeah,
right at the very
2 to
beginning.
29.
September 22nd through the 29th. And yes, as soon as we're done, there's going to be a link posted in the group, and we'll pin it to the top in the featured. And you can click on that link and it will have all the details in writing. So those of you who want to see it, write it all down. But the 22nd through the 29th, that's a Friday through a Friday. We will start Friday at noon. Now that's a little different than previous retreats. So we'll start Friday at noon on the 22nd. So most people will arrive either on the 21st or the 22nd. It depends on where you're coming from.
I recommend the Thursday. Really do.
And it depends on the schedule, the flight schedules. If they've got a short flight and it's only 2, 3, 4 hours, and they can get here late Friday morning, you can save that night. But if it's a 6 or 7 hour flight and the only one that flies every day, to Salt Lake is at afternoon, then you probably want to come on Thursday and get here Thursday night. Then you can get acclimated in your room. So we'll start Friday at noon, and then we go all week long to the following Thursday night, 10 o'clock. And then Friday, everybody departs on Friday. You can make your flight arrangements anytime on Friday. The hotel is only 4 miles from the airport. It's a straight shot up the highway, and super easy to get to. And, when you're not in rush hour, piece of cake, just 10 minutes.
Uber and taxis.
Uber, Lyft, taxi. Yeah. And so once we know who's going, you can check flights and see who's going to arrive and leave around the same times. And you can get together and get a Lyft together or an Uber together or a taxi, together and share it, because that will really help out on that cost. But I liked it being close to the hotel so that it isn't a huge
Yeah.
And then you can have an airport buddy, right, Penny?
Right. I wouldn't have any other ones.
Aw, that's awesome. That's awesome. And just a suggestion that, they always email you your flight, your airline stuff, and you always have the option of putting in your email to get updates on it. So I would suggest 24 hours ahead, check your email every now and then to see if they email you that your flight's been canceled or been delayed or changed in some way, or even call. They always say, there's always an app too that we can even look at the app. You don't even have to, do email, but yeah, that helps. So you don't have to sit at the airport for a bunch of hours. If your flight's been moved, you could go shopping or whatever you want. So
No comment.
it's okay. People watching at the airports are always awesome.
Oh, we had
I
fun.
went in that little shop and I bought me a Utah shirt.
Did you?
I did, because I knew I wasn't going back to Dallas.
Oh, okay.
You got a Utah shirt because you knew you weren't going back to Dallas?
Because she wasn't flying through Dallas. Her sister had wanted a Dallas shirt.
Oh, a Dallas shirt. Okay.
Oh,
What
that
did
makes
you
more
do? I totally missed that one.
Yeah.
We weren't at the airport with her.
Yeah.
I dropped her off. That is something different this year, just so y'all know. I've always tried to be able to pick everybody up and take everybody to the airport, and I just can't with all the things that I need to do and have ready to go. I just can't do it all. So that's why I'm going to suggest, once we have our group together, that we can talk about who's coming in when, and see if people can arrive within a couple of hours of each other and meet up in the airport and, get a ride together to the airport. I am going to, any of you that went to retreat that are on here have anything else that you'd really like to tell people or talk about or say to them?
Monday special.
Oh, we do several lives from retreat. And they are some of the funnest times. We love those. We always have, we will have a Monday jump start or
Love you too, Sylvia.
whatever we
Hi,
have.
Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. Thanks for being here. Miss you. Love you. We always do a live where we do Save or Sabotage. That's a super fun game.
Oh, so much fun.
And we'll alter it just a little bit next time because we'll also have a good number of people there. And so make just a little bit of change to make it even a little bit more fun. And then we do we usually have a Saturday Night Live in there, which would be, or if we don't have a Saturday Night Live, it's the 22nd. So we'll probably do a live box opening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking either that or we send them out on the 15th and we do it like the 18th or 19th. We'll have to see how that month looks, but we could do a live
I
box.
had fun doing the box opening at the retreat.
Yeah,
I thought
that was
And then we'll
that was
crafting
really
together.
Hey
We'll
guys,
crafting together using the box.
it's
That
been
was-
awesome hanging out with you all, but I've got to be excused.
Okay, Penny. See ya.
okay. Love you, Penny.
Love you. Bye.
I
It is
love
getting
you all.
late. She's on Eastern time. It is getting late there.
I
Yeah.
love
Glad you
all.
could
No,
be here,
I've
Penny.
gotta go- I've got to go to the bathroom.
TMI!
Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Oh man, good to see you, Penny. So that reminds me, the bathrooms are right outside our door, right outside the door of our conference room. I keep looking at you, Glennis, thinking it's me, so I have to do that. Sorry. The bathrooms are right outside of our conference room door. They're real easily accessible. We actually have a conference room plus, if it was a master bedroom, you'd call it a sitting room that's attached to the conference room where we can go out and hang out and eat.
Yeah, it's good for eating.
Yeah, it's a really nice place with a giant table for all of us. And then the lobby, they encourage us to go out to the lobby where they've got a table that's probably 30 feet long. That's really awesome.
Free
If you-
internet.
Free Wi-Fi and free breakfast at the hotel. If you need to rent a wheelchair, Glennis always rents a wheelchair when she gets here, and there's a place you could talk to her about that because she's done it online with them each time, and it's worked quite well. Any other accommodations? I'm thinking that it would be good to tell them that you need wheelchair accommodations because Glennis got this great big gigantic room.
Oh, yeah. I had a humongous room.
I have crutches and I could probably borrow a wheelchair.
They don't check it. You just have to tell them.
Oh, well, hey, how slow are we catching on?
Well, I got one time and I didn't think about it, but I had Eric with me when he was little.
Oh,
So the bad thing about an accessible room is the locks are lower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you could read? Yes. Okay.
Everything is
So you
lower.
can get out of the room.
Yeah.
So if I had to go into the bathroom and I didn't put the lock on the door, where even the lock because it's down low, he can get out. He can get out.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, never again.
Yeah, and the spy holes to look out is lower. Everything is lower down.
Yes,
Oh,
but
that's
the
funny.
locks, everything are locked. So he can just pop it open. You're like, get in here.
It's always such a big room. It's great.
Yeah. They are, and he had room to run around.
Yeah.
It was right
yeah.
by the pool. The one we were at, it was right by the pool. So that's why I did it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anything else that comes to mind?
You want to have a drink? Go for it.
They don't mind us having. The only thing they don't want us to have in there, we bring in our own food and drinks. Everybody's on their own for drinks. The only thing they don't want us to have is glitter. Glitter and embossing powder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had.
Confetti. I thought it was confetti. They didn't want confetti either.
Well, they can consider confetti glitter kind of.
Oh, okay.
They put glitter / confetti.
Oh, okay.
I guess they don't want to clean it up.
Whatever.
They do, because most people don't clean up after themselves.
They don't,
We left the room. We left
I
the room
vacuumed.
better than we found it. And yeah, Candy and Sandy vacuumed. Well, Candy vacuumed every day. The last day we were there, Sandy vacuumed the whole room, and we'd left it in better condition than we found it, and they were amazed. So, let's
It's
see.
a wonderful thing to do.
And
I agree with you, Jen. I'm not a glitter person either because it does get everywhere.
Yeah. But, some people like it, and it's totally okay because they probably know how to use it. And maybe the reason I'm not crazy about it is because I don't know how to use it. I just get it everywhere. I mean, everywhere, in my hair, on my face,
On my dogs.
Oh, yeah.
It's like paint. I get paint on my dogs too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And
Actually,
glue.
I was just thinking I might need to take some off of Billy Goat here. She's got a little spot from.
Oh, so I want you to think about, it gets in everything. Think about, the Wi-Fi was great. We never had any issues with the Wi-Fi. Oh, the room is awesome. The room is huge. There is plenty of room. And we even have a big screen up on the wall, and they let me use their projector. So we connect to the projector. So every time we do a live, we project it up on the big screen so everybody in the room can see movie style the live, which is awesome. So we typically we'll do the Laugh and Craft. We'll do either a Saturday Night Live or a box opening. And then we'll do the retreat fundraiser, which is awesome fun. And the fundraiser is mostly full of things that Happy Paper people have made and are donating to the group. And so if you've got things sitting around that I don't know what to do with these. I made them. It was fun, but now what do I do with them? Send them in. Be sure you sign them because we love to buy things that our sisters have made, and we do like to have them signed. And that's always a really fun sale as well. So we'll do those 3 lives from the group, and then we'll have every day we don't have a live, we'll have a class offered. And so what I want you to think about as you go in to look at the registration is there any specific class or type of class
Technique you want to be taught.
or technique that you would like to see in a class? For example, alcohol inks is a type of class. And if you say, well, I know how to do alcohol inks, but I want to know how to do this with alcohol inks, that's a very specific class. It can be either or. Just alcohol inks, gel plating, binding a book in a really cool style that maybe you've never done before. All these different things. Anything that you think of that you would like, because like I said, we've got a bunch of classes in my mind and written down. And I want to narrow it down based on what people want to participate in, want to learn, want to see. And that is not required. So if there's a class and you don't want to participate in it, you just want to craft, that's completely up to you. It'll all be in the same room. It's a huge room, and it'll be over in a very specific area. But, we can still laugh and craft back and forth. So it's and the room has 2 sinks in it. Woohoo! That's like in an art room, that's like amazing to have 2 sinks in there with long granite countertops.
Especially with the jelly printing, that was really handy.
Yes. And that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. So a lot of things we can do. So think about that. Okay, so the post is in the group. It is pinned to the top. So you can go in there, click on that, check it out, get all the details, jot them down, check your calendars. If you have any specific questions that we didn't answer, or concerns or thoughts or whatever, shoot me a private message and I can message back, or we can get on the phone and have a conversation, whatever we need to do. I do not want, wait a minute, what? Bra in my bra? Oh,
Glitter.
I'm like, well, where did the conversation go south in there? Oh, yes, that's why I don't use glitter. I have some, but everywhere. It does have a mind of its own. I don't want anybody to not go out of fear or concern or worry that you won't be accepted, that you're not a good enough crafter. We have a lot of people come. There's a lot of things that I haven't done. And I learn something new every time. I learn so many new things every time I go to retreat from you guys that are there. So many things. Yeah. Gel printing is something I haven't got into yet. Oh, yeah. 2023 is the year
And
of tool.
Carrie has said several times that she's willing to share a room with anybody.
Oh, yeah. Carrie's an amazing roommate. Easy to get along with. super nice.
Because she has a car.
Yeah, and she has a car because she drives to Colorado. So if somebody would like to cut their hotel bill in half, I would speak up quickly to Carrie before somebody else grabs her. And, because if that's an awesome thing to do, share the room, but you still have to have somebody share the room with. So unless somebody else pops up and says, that they want to share a room too, I don't know. I have to start asking people, but we'll always get you taken care of. We'll always get you taken care of.
Marianne looks after you.
Well, you're my sisters. And
I don't look after my sister that well.
I was going to say, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
These are the sisters that you like to take care of.
Yeah.
these are the sisters you love.
Yeah.
These are the sisters you chose.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you can come, Carrie. It was great to see you.
I hope you can too, Carrie. I hope you can.
Oh,
too.
definitely.
Yeah, these are the sisters you chose. And everybody I never had a moment's worry about anything because I know
Jen,
if
I hope you can come. I think you'll love it.
If I can come and my mom can't, I'd share a room with someone. Okay. Yeah, talk to her, see what that time looks like for you guys. If she can't come, if she can come, that'd be awesome too. What's your mom's name? Oh, I know what your mom's name is. It's Katie.
Yeah.
Mom. It's Mom.
It's Jen's mom.
Remember that first time when you were a kid and they asked you your mom's name?
Mom.
It's Mom. Yeah. It's Mom. She don't have a name. It's Mom.
Or the first time you heard someone call your mom by a different
and
name.
You're like, who?
Yeah. You're like, who's that?
Name?
What?
That was so weird.
That's not your name?
That's funny. Oh, okay. So we're going to go ahead and sign off because I know a lot of people want to just go in and look at that link and get the details, go check calendars, start talking to family. Go to bed. It's a little late on the East Coast.
I'm a night owl.
It's only 10 o'clock. Come on.
PM, Marianne,
once
or any of us.
again, kitten
You can
feeding.
PM any of us.
That's true. It's time to feed the kitties.
Yep.
The rescue kitties.
Yeah, my dogs want to go out. They're like,
aw. Time to get the dogs something to eat. Let them outside.
oh, they've
Time
already
to have dinner.
go out.
Oh.
Yeah.
They usually go out about this time for the last time of the night.
Yeah.
And then they get their treat.
Oh. Thanks for being here with
They
me.
get fed at like 3. They're worse than the cats about feeding them at a specific time.
Really?
Yes.
I wish mine would eat at a specific time.
Yeah, cats have food out all the time. So.
Although I can't blame it on her. It's probably the owners that don't feed her at a specific
Yeah, it's
time.
Rodney.
We don't feed ours at a specific time.
Yeah.
Keeps them on their toes.
Rodney does. It's up there on a schedule.
Oh.
Yeah. And so when he's not here, they like to be on that same schedule. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting up at 7. Not doing it.
Especially when I was up at 5 and just went back to bed. Right? All right. So, let me know if you have any other questions or concerns. Otherwise, as soon as the registrations start coming in, we'll form that new chat group and getting to know everybody. I am so excited all over again. Oh, it's kind of this little piece that's kind of sad because it's not this group that we bonded with, but then there's this excitement of knowing what's going to be with the next group. And so very excited. So very excited to see any of you again and a lot of you for the first time. That would be really awesome. You deserve a break today.
At McDonald's.
At
At
retreat.
Are you doing a commercial?
I didn't mean to. No.
Okay.
5 years have been tough for everybody all the way around. You deserve a vacation. Most of us can take vacations.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a week like this, it's a vacation.
Yeah.
It's not just a scrap get together. It's a vacation.
It's not a weekend. It's not. Yeah, it's not like a weekend.
My husband sat in the hotel room by himself while I was having fun.
And he loved it.
That's how much fun it is because he knew I was having fun. It didn't matter to him.
Right. But here's the thing. If you go back to your spouse, back to your families, back to your life, which is back to yourself, as a better person, as a happier person, as a more relaxed, more energized, more electrified person, then if it costs $10,000, it's worth it for me for a week because your entire life is uplifted. You uplift others and others uplift you. And it always, always happens.
And my husband was the chauffeur for me and Sandy. That's how much he knew I enjoyed it. He did that for me.
And he never complained. He offered.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a vacation, not just a quick, expensive weekend. Exactly, Carrie. That's why I like the week format. I just feel it's worth it more.
Yeah, a weekend would be hard to fly down for.
Yeah. Yeah. You just
it's harder to justify the cost, I think, for me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I will. Some of you, these retreaters have heard this, but some of you in chat haven't heard this. There's another company in Utah that it's good company. Good company. I like the people. They hold retreats. They do them here in Utah, and they're weekend retreats, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're like 3-day retreats, and they're not overnight. They're held at a center where you just come during the day, so you can get a hotel room somewhere else around or drive or whatever. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, $575 for the 3 days. And they also offer virtual retreat. So they will stream that retreat all the time, so that if you can't come, then you can see it virtually and you receive any kits that they have to make things. And the cost to be virtually at that retreat, where you can't talk to anybody and participate, you just are watching, is $575. And that just boggled my mind. Although that's probably worth it too. If it's 3 days is enough of a break to uplift you and, bring you back into life more energized, then that's great. But to be able for us to get a full week for $385 is amazing. And if I can keep it under $400, I will do that as long as I can, until they raise my price at the hotel, anyway. Yeah. You guys
That's why we have the fundraisers too.
Yeah, exactly. Which helps out. Yeah. There's, at 385, there's not a huge profit on this thing, but that's part of the reason why we have the fundraisers. It helps out with retreats. So if you come to retreat, you're benefiting from that. It helps in many other ways behind the scenes that a lot of you know about, and some things that, maybe are private, but yeah, it's a virtual retreat would be just more stress for me and not a vacation.
I think so. It's not the same. It's not the same.
No, it's not. There is something to.
They're fun. They can be fun,
Yes,
but
exactly.
it's not the same.
The same. And I talked about it and got feedback and things from retreaters. We were talking about the possibility of a virtual retreat or virtual classes and things like that. And so as admin, we've been tossing our things around and talking about it. And I've been, the whole time I've been home working, these things are going through my mind in the back of my head. And I just attended a 4-day virtual trade show and got a lot of good ideas. And I was looking for specific things that maybe we could do virtually. But it just isn't the same. But if you've come to retreat at least once and you've met people, and then you get on a virtual class or a virtual all-day retreat or weekend, whatever it is, and some of those people are in there, it's almost like you're back there with them because you know them. You can see them sitting in front of you, even though they're not really. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if you've not experienced the live retreat, it isn't. It'll never be the same. But we try to make it as good as we can. But anyway. Teleworking. Well, I appreciate all the YouTube videos from my favorite crafters. I would never want to pay for that pleasure. I'd rather pay for something I can do in person. Agreed, Jen. Yeah, we can get a lot of stuff online, and we can even do some things here and there. I'm not opposed to that, but I don't want to give up our in-person retreats. There is something that we can never get anywhere else that we can get here. And I honestly believe with all my heart, now I'm getting sappy, that there's something you can get at the HPP retreat that you won't experience, that you won't get, that you won't find at any other retreat. And that's because of the type of people that are HPP. It's because of you guys. It's because of you.
Yes. If I could sing, I would go, "We are family."
We are family.
Yeah, that you need the clapping, right?
I got all my sisters and me. Woo,
And that's
woo.
the other thing, Jen, or anybody else is lurking. If you like to drink, you can drink in the room. It's not, some do, some don't. So
Right. Yeah. Some do, some don't. And nobody looks down on anybody who do or anybody who don't.
Yeah.
It's,
Not like we got drunk or
there's
anything.
smoke outside, but you can drink
when
it.
Glenn starts dancing on the table and clothes are flying, we just turn up the music. And, that's what happens at retreat stays at retreat. I'm sorry, Glennis. I'm so sorry.
At least you didn't tell them about me falling off.
I shouldn't let that slip.
Yeah, no, I don't drink either, Jen, but I just know some people, they worry about that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. You think about it, all of us drinkers were in a row.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't on that, but I was an eater. I mean, I always had a snack on my desk.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
Brain struggles if I do them pretty good at having fun. Yeah. No judgment here. I don't need to drink. I don't even drink coffee. I had a job once and my boss would tell everybody, don't give her any coffee. She's already high on life.
Yeah.
No, and I just started laughing and said, joke's on you. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never had a problem having fun without coffee or alcohol. But I won't say anything about Alcohol Row right there because they were fun to watch. No, yeah, there's never any judgment. Some people eat some things and other people don't like it, and some people will only eat peanut butter, and some of us like crunchy peanut butter, and some people want to have a drink and other people don't. It doesn't even matter. You just say, "Oh, well, that's more for me," right? Alcohol Row. I couldn't think of anything else. Carrie,
I love it.
that is funny. It's probably
Yeah, I don't drink either, Jen. I don't.
Yeah, we were probably. I don't know what we're.
I don't need it. I start crying when I drink. I'm a crier. Yeah, I'm a crying drinker, so I don't drink.
Candy cry.
Huh?
We know how to make candy cry.
Yeah, get me drunk, I'll be crying. Don't know why. So getting drunk.
I always call it Alcohol Row now. That is so funny.
That is so funny. Well, Jen, I'm really hoping that Carrie makes it back to retreat in September. She's working on that. So if you come to retreat, you can share that story with us because there are stories that we share at retreat that only get shared at retreat.
Thank goodness.
And that sounds like it's a good one that we might want to hear. So,
Even sad stories are told too.
Sandy will take up the slack. Awesome. Sandy. You can always count on Sandy to pull her weight.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And more so.
Yeah.
Even though it's like
I'm
figure weight.
I'm telling you, every single night, Sandy went to the back of the room and organized everything on every table back there. Some of y'all may not know that, but Miss Sandy was like housekeeping come in after everybody made a mess of it. Sandy, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for looking after my table.
She looked after your table too.
Mm-hmm.
We won't talk about Glennis's table. If you come to retreat, you can hear about Glennis's table. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Anything else you want to say before we cut out of here?
Nope.
Glennis?
Love y'all.
Candy?
Love you.
Love you guys.
Love
Great
you
to see there.
guys.
Please come.
Well, see ya Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time.
Okay.
Bye.